There were two Scotsmen to win this event previously, Peter Nicol and John White. The rest all been English since, I think, when it started in 1974, 75.
Great shot.
Fantastic.
Takes a great shot to get past Makin. Incredible retrieving again from him, but he couldn't get this one.
Gawad
Well,
on the world stage.
I think that's one of the reasons why James has had reasonable success against Makin, or at least it's been really close matches, and it hasn't necessarily been as much about the accuracy as people think. I think the hold has just been really, really effective.
Yeah, good point.
Makes the accuracy much more effective, put it that way. The shot in itself isn't enough.
Yeah, it's just really, really tough, accurate squash, isn't it? Neither player giving an inch. Oh, nice.
Beautiful finish. That's how good it has to be.
A few head nods from
Oh
dear, didn't need to do that. Didn't need to be as kind of, you just needed to simplify it really. Didn't need as much deception, I don't feel. Just intent, I think, at the moment, and putting the work in and not hitting the tin as Declan James does there. And hands Joel Makin a game ball.
That's it, I think.
Yeah, I think so. No movement there from Declan James in order to clear. True, that's how bad it was. That's when you know I'm really ill, really struggling.
Just couldn't get out of bed.
So yeah, I can't criticise these guys too much for being attritional.
And the team won anyway, didn't they?
Yeah, the team
It's
won.
completely unnecessary.
Yeah. Well, I think in those days, there's 4 of us, and Lee Beachell just had to win 1 game against Gautier, young Greg Gautier, which he managed to do. So that was the end of the match against France. One of the many huge battles that England-France had over the years. It's a great land from Joel Makin. Really fully stretching out the long limbs of Declan James.
Oh, there it is again. The jaw is widening.
Well, one thing we must say is that Declan James will have got a lot more practice on this court than Joel Makin. This is where all the England squads take place. That was a great volley. Read it.
It was. Well, that was a perfect opportunity for Makin to take in the straight drop. He's just not doing it.
A game ball here for the #1 seed. Oh, it's tight work.
Made sure with that one. Kept it tight.
Each player has 1 review available.
Lovely balance.
11-10.
It's a good job Joel Makin remembered that he was in a tie break then. I think some players would have just completely forgotten that they had another review. It's kept him in this second game.
No lets.
Yeah, it's a really open stance drop shot, that one, Vanessa. Oh, wow.
Finally.
That's the best shot that Joel Makin has hit in this match. The best winner. One of the few winners, really. I mean, we talk about 59 minutes and 2 love. I do actually remember a match where it was 59 minutes after 1 game.
Jimbo's match.
Yeah, with Gautier, which he lost, didn't he? And then he ended up winning the match.
20, it's like 24, 22 or something ridiculous. It was basically 2 games.
Yeah.
4-1.
Just see the grimacing going on the face of Declan James.
Oh,
that's quality as well.
8-2.
Where's that come from?
best shot he's played all match.
Declan James. It's taken a long time, well over an hour, but he's now in a position where he has 7 match balls and the possibility of getting to another final. And he's done it first time of asking. Joel Makin, a much more comfortable 3rd game. 2 very, very tough games preceding that. So Joel Makin, the #1 seed from Wales, comes through 12-10, 13-11, 11-3 in 71 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it probably wasn't as continuous as I would have wanted, but yeah, 30-minute games was perfect. But 9 is a bit short, but the first game was tough, and he was getting in front of me and hitting his kills, so I had to really get the width because he's so big through the middle, and you know, there's always going to be stoppages, but the middle part of the second game was messy, and they were just getting it wrong, but you've got to adapt to that, and you've got to find a way around him and use that to your advantage. So that's what I sort of started to do towards the start of the third year.
Don't do too much unnecessary work. Be very, very clever with his game plan, with his squash, accurate.
Yeah, he is. And not that Parker would be hoping for a long match, but I do feel that if it goes over sort of the 70-minute mark, he's got more chance.
4-5.
You'll have to keep the swearing down, though. I've seen you doing those workouts.
Yeah, but that was in Egypt, that it was
The
boiling, and
expletives
that
coming
was
out.
the early days of my recovery last year.
7-5.
Yeah, lovely.
Hand out. 7-8.
I guess you can't level that criticism at the first men's match. Oh, it's the first game there.
Waller leads. 1 game to
Just
love.
a poor error from George Parker, just slightly. Making Waller do some work here. That's just what he wants, what the doctor ordered. That's perfect width.
Hand out.
Good
5,
power and pace, nice and low, away from the.
And there's the result if you don't get the
Hand
width.
out.
Yeah, and it was a bit short as well too, so
8.
it's right into the strength area of Adrian Waller, that forehand. That's better from Parker. It's been a
And
while
out.
since he's
9,
found the target.
7.
Well,
Great.
so game ball, Parker. A huge sigh of relief for Parker if he does clinch this.
Down.
It's more than a
10.
sigh. Vanessa.
One-game ball.
That is not a sigh. It's a very loud sigh. Tense times in this semi-final. Oh dear.
That's a poor error.
And out. 5-7.
Oh, that is lovely squash.
I saw it good. Saw it good.
He's
Look
just
at
so
that
controlled,
faded
isn't he?
shot there.
Yeah, I mean the
And out,
first backhand drive
8-5.
straight. He just looks very composed on there, doesn't he, Adrian Waller?
Stroke. There with Parker on the.
He's going to get in trouble here if he's not careful. He doesn't have to take the ball early. He's allowed to wait. It's Parker's responsibility to clear there.
Yeah, he's played a loose shot that's coming back into his own.
It's annoying when that
Body.
happens, but
It
it's a
is.
stroke.
There's nothing you can
Stroke
do
to Waller,
after the
decision
event.
upheld. 11-7 game to Waller. Waller leads 2 games to
That
1.
we've seen in this match so far.
Yeah, at least possibly a bit of mental fatigue. 1 or 2 shots are going a little bit awry. That didn't.
And out. 3-6.
Oh, my word. My word, that was incredible. I thought the first initial flick straight from Parker was going to be a
Wow.
winner, but
How did he straighten it?
that is incredible. He
6.
didn't even look at the ball, did he?
No. How did he straighten it? I'm still not sure how that happened. Looked sort of
Double jointed.
physiologically impossible.
Opportunities for Waller to get some momentum.
Lovely. Very nice.
Needed that, didn't he,
And out.
Parker?
9-7.
So 1 game ball left for Parker.
Oh, well done, well
11-9.
done. Great
Game to
reaction
Parker.
from
2 games
Parker
all.
to the intentional shot down the middle from Adrian Waller.
Both of these two going for a first place in the final here, of course. 5-love Waller.
5-love.
Lovely.
Nice
Very
shot.
nice.
The strings were singing there, weren't they? Nice little
3-8.
open racket face, short swing. Yeah, it's a clever shot there, just in the right spot
10-3. Match
for Adrian Waller, and it's given him 7 match balls. Good hold, Parker. Another hold. That's good touch, yeah. It's
not a
another
let.
no let. Just
Wow. A little bit on the edge here physically.
No let, 11-9. Player review.
Parker does have a review.
Parker on the no let decision.
Was it passed?
well, I think we have to have another look.
No comments, please, during the.
It's a big call. It's a big call. What's it going to be? Oh my goodness.
Oh no! What a way to go out!
Match to Waller, 3 games to 2.
What a way to go out! Fantastic
11-9,
match between these two.
9-11,
George Parker
11-7,
so very
9-11,
nearly pulled it back.
11-9.
Well, Waller has finally made it through to a final here at the Nationals at the age of 31 on the 5th time of asking. This was his 5th time in a semi-final. He's finally gone one further after 83 minutes.
See if we can sort of decompose that and get your thoughts at the end of what was a pretty challenging match for you, particularly there at the end. I think you had something like six match balls to win it.
Yeah, thank you, thanks.
Is that just a case of the jitters, almost knowing you were there across the finish line?
Yeah, somewhat, yeah. You know, I think the first half of that game, George started really slowly and gave me some errors. So when he changed his game and like really stepped back into the pace that we were in the first couple, then it sort of caught me off guard, and I had to, well, it took me a long time to reset, if at all there, because I was so close to the finish line, but he'd completely changed his game, so I'm just glad to get off, really.
Yeah.